Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I have a great show for you. We have some great design dilemmas. Thank you for writing in. I have some great answers for your dilemmas. We have the Broom Lady on today, and we're going to explain why we call her the Broom Lady. I know some people say, why do you call her the Broom Lady? Because she does so much more, and today you're going to find out. Let me introduce the next guests. Women today own businesses, make financial decisions, and invest in themselves, whether it's their health, their confidence, or their financial future. I have two well-respected women in the community with us today, Ashley Nelson, owner of Be Healthy Medical, Weight Loss and Energy, and Kate Redmond of the Redmond Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I love having empowering women. It's just great. I love it socially. I love it on the show. I love it in friends. I love it because we're just talking to like-minded people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Build each other up.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. I really think it is. Yes. Kate, give us a brief background of what you do in your field.
Okay. Well, I've been in the mortgage business for 25 years. We actually both have our MBA. It's a master's in business. But I've been lending for, like I said, 25 years, and I work with my husband, Jason, and we have 5 kids between us and 5 grandchildren.
That's unbelievable.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They don't call you grandma.
They call me Mimi.
Of course, yeah, because you'll never be a
She's
grandma.
too cool.
Exactly. Exactly. Ashley, give us a brief background.
Yeah, absolutely. And just Kate and I connected through health and yoga years ago, and so we found out that we both have our MBAs, and we both obtained that when we had younger kids, and we worked really hard. And so I too have 25 years of either working for 3 major media companies and buying, selling, building from scratch, and now owning businesses. So it has been an absolute whirlwind, and I have good, bad, and ugly, and I've loved it all.
Absolutely. It's never easy. Nothing's ever easy that we want. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me ask Kate, how do you see yourself empowering other women?
I feel like through education. I'd love to partner with women who are buying homes, and I want to be a trusted partner to kind of guide them through the home buying process. I think it's important when they partner with a good agent. So I feel like through education, just kind of partnering with the biggest financial investment that they're making for their life, and
Yes, it does feel great to educate someone,
Absolutely.
because not everybody can know what you have 25 years.
Yeah.
You have the education, the experience in this field, so you can help these women. You have great testimonials, as we've talked
Yeah.
about before, so they know they can come to you and trust you, and then you lead them on the right path.
And so many of them lead to friendships, even after closing.
Absolutely.
So
That's what I love about Augusta. I feel like
Yes.
almost any business is once you gain that trust, and then they want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really
and
great.
it leads to like repeat business, referrals.
Always. Yes, that's great. Ashley, what advice would you give a woman that is starting her career or looking to change her career?
Okay, so that is such a fabulous question. I've wanted that question forever. I started my career out of UGA, and I literally drove to Atlanta and cold called places to work. So I would say, number one, you're going to be scared. Do it scared.
Yes. Okay.
You're never ready. You're never confident, but within the experience, within the rejection, you gain that confidence. Meeting wonderful people like yourself and Kate over 2.5 decades, I'm always very a voracious learner. So whether it's going to the library, going to classes, learning from people who are smarter than me, more talented than me, whatever, I just want to be a sponge and absorb. I would say any of those things, and you're going to be better than you were yesterday.
Absolutely.
Yes, I love it. I use the word sponge all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a sponge. That's one thing I love about the show, because I get to meet unique people and learn what they do and learn what makes them successful in what they do. And a lot of times it is experience and education, like Kate said. Exactly. You touched on something that's very interesting. A lot of women wait until everything is perfect
Right.
before they start something new. they're going to wait forever.
Oh my gosh, well everybody, women, and it's a universal. I read this book to my kids growing up, Pete the Cat, and he's like, to begin, begin. So I talked about dreams, I talked about business ownership forever, and I'm like, just do it. And you know, Kate, interestingly, I bought my first house when I was 26, right? And I did it totally not knowing anything. And then when I got divorced a couple years ago, Kate was there as a friend, women building each other up, to help me do it. So again, these things are doing it not ready, not knowing everything, just like going out there and not looking back.
Yes.
With
Now,
support.
And you both are young women, but it's never too it's never too late though as well, because sometimes people think perfect is, oh, I didn't do it in my 20s, so it's never going to happen. I mean, someone in their 50s, 60s, I mean, it's not limited to any age.
F. Scott Fitzgerald said, it's never too late to begin. You can always start over, no matter what that is. Reinvent yourself.
Yes, exactly. And you said you met on a health journey.
Yes.
And now you're in the health business as well.
It's always been my dream to really help women through health, because if you're not healthy yourself, you can't help anyone else.
Right.
So owning Be Healthy has been a dream for a long time, because I can help women and men on a journey to be your best self.
Yes.
And then when you're intrinsically confident inside, you can sell a house, buy a house, run a business, be a doctor. It doesn't matter what you do.
Have a TV show.
Yeah, have a TV show.
You've made me confident in that. I mean, it's been almost a year when I started my journey with Be Healthy, and now, I mean, I'm camera ready, because I was a little overweight for camera, so I feel more confident.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
You look wonderful, and we're so happy to have you.
Well, the journey with Be Healthy has been amazing.
Yeah.
Kate, you mentioned earlier single women purchasing homes. It's the second highest group after husbands and wives.
Yeah.
More than single men buying
Double
homes.
the rate of single men. So, and I think that's just it's so profound that they're not waiting, that they know that buying a home is still the biggest wealth builder. Paying a mortgage rather than paying rent is, you just can't, I mean, they're investing in themselves and their long-term wealth, and I just love it.
Yes. I can't thank you both enough. This has been a great conversation that I feel we need to do again. There's so much more information that you can empower these fabulous people watching the show. Yes, whether it's mortgage with Cross Country Mortgage, whether you want to be healthier, lose some weight, whatever it is you want to go with your goals, Be Healthy is there for you as well. So definitely check them out, and we'll have you both back on again. Okay. Stay tuned. Broom Ladies up next on the Signature Mike Show.
People from all over the Augusta area trust Southeastern Aesthetic Surgery. Led by Dr. Troy Austin, the team is committed to delivering expert care and beautiful, natural-looking results. Whether you're exploring surgical procedures or non-surgical treatments, every patient receives personalized attention in a comfortable, modern setting. Discover why patients across the CSRA trust Southeastern Aesthetic Surgery. Schedule a consultation today.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
We talked earlier how sometimes our clients become our friends. And so Lynn Intrican contacted me, wanted me to do some work in her home. And when I walked into her garage, I saw this workspace of stuff, all this craft stuff, and just really great. And I saw these amazing brooms on the wall. And I said, these are so cool. She's like, I made these. So I said, you need to be on my show. So a little over a year ago, we had Lynn on the show talking about her brooms. So she's become the broom lady. I know you've seen her on the show doing other craft segments, but Lynn, thank you for being part of the Signature Mike Show.
This is a pleasure. I love this because I love all these crazy things I do.
We all do too.
I have a word for you today, and you introduced me to that by saying you came and saw all that stuff, materials on my workbench.
Yes.
My mother used to call that stuff truck. You have got a bunch of truck in here. You need to get this truck cleaned up.
Okay.
And it's a real word, and it means a little trivial, a bunch of junk.
Okay, well, you have a bunch of junk. But you take it and you turn it into beautiful things.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Yes, I love it.
Well, I'm going to... Shall I start?
Go, it's your,
you got it.
You got it.
All right, I'm going to show you some of the brooms that I've done before because people have made brooms forever as a utilitarian thing, of course. And all of these are utilitarian, but they can also be beautiful. So I use different colors. I use different threads. I use different... accoutrements.
You have a wall of these. It's like
it's
wall
crazy,
art.
isn't it? So people come in and say, "Where are you flying next?" This broom.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
It depends. This broom is one that I made with broom corn. Broom corn is what that is. It grows like corn on the cob, but I think it's part of the alfalfa family. I'm not sure. And so instead of ears of corn on the end, it's got these stalks with little seeds that you clean up. We grew this in our backyard because I wanted to see how it was. And so this one will never go anywhere because it's my own.
So you grew the corn?
Yeah. The sticks, most of my sticks are a crepe myrtle.
Yeah, I love that you've embellished down here with the beads, but then you also have these dangling. I love all of the texture of that. And then the braided leather at the top. I mean, you add the
Which
detail.
is a belt. And I put little things, look at that one. That's got little birds on it that are just affixed.
That's a new one for me.
Could be. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Sometimes I have a handle. Sometimes I use the broom material itself to weave into a handle.
Okay, and again, sometimes utilitarian, you can't actually use these.
Right.
Or decorate with them.
Right.
Yeah.
This one is called a turkey wing. You make it and then you twist it. So, you know, it's pretty pliable stuff.
Oh, it sure is, yeah.
They really do make nice decorations. Look at the stick on this one.
Wow,
Is that cool?
That's so
I'm
cool.
going to tell you, after the storm here, I could not keep my eyes on the road when I was driving looking at what was available. All right, now I thought you might like to see, I've done this enough that it's, I'm not going to say second nature, but I don't think much about how long it takes to do anything. But it does take a while. You get a stick. You're going to affix, one is going to affix some broom corn to the bottom of it. And that's what this comes like this.
Okay, yes.
Sometimes it's got real long stalks, which is nice because that's what I use to weave into the braided part at the top. I will wet these so that they are easier to work with and cut them in half. So you see that one's cut in half.
I see, yes, the base of those.
And then you lay those, what can I say? I'll pretend this is a new broom. You lay those in a circle next to the broom handle, and then you take thread. I use nylon thread.
Okay.
Which I then rewind onto a treadle, might be the right word for it.
Okay.
Tie it to the broom stick, and then you're going to start wrapping it around. And I said, when I dressed today, I put on black pants. I thought, what a ridiculous thing that is, because this is not clean. This is blue jeans job.
Okay.
And it's barefoot job, too, because you have the treadle down here. You've got this attached to the broom.
Okay.
And pretend this one is not done. Are you good at pretending?
You gave me an idea, though. I don't know if did you watch Star Wars at all? They have a
Yes.
lightsaber, and the one guy had a lightsaber that had it on both ends.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a broom on both ends of a stick?
No, but what a good idea.
When you were testing that, I thought that could be kind of cool.
See, can you see how that is? So what you do is you hold that with your bare feet because it's going to slip away, and you pull, you put tension on it. Now, there's obviously machines that do this kind of stuff.
Wow.
And so you wrap it around and tighten it. Wrap it around.
And that nylon's good because it has a slight give, and then it's tight.
Yes.
Okay.
And it comes in lots of different colors.
Yes.
And then if I have had long enough stalks, I can use those to, at some point, stop just going in a circle and go over, under,
yes,
over,
weave.
under,
I see that
and
you've
weave.
done that. Yes.
And I can weave in color if I want. You can get colored corn. But, you know, I go in the store and I might need to buy something, but I see stuff that's...
I bet you do. Yes, and so the stalk at the very base of that, that's why you cut it in half so it lays more flat against that stick.
Yes, because I don't like that big fat knob there. I've seen brooms done that way.
Well, then it's going to be to rotate a little bit. This keeps it a little more flat against the stick.
Right.
Okay.
So that's my cool process.
That's great. Well, that's why you're called the broom lady.
Right.
People always ask. Now, you tell me, you go out in public and people say, oh, you're the broom lady.
Right. It's a little disconcerting.
Her name is Lynn. When you see the broom lady, you say, hey, Lynn.
Yeah. And I've said to Michael so many times, I don't mind the broom lady. I mean, that's okay. But I'd like you to know that I do some other things.
You do so many things. Well, if they watch the show, they see everything that you do.
I like to play.
We have to run. But anyway, Lynn is going to be, a week from now, you're going to be back on the show.
Hooray!
We just went ahead and booked you because you're so much fun. You add so much life and color to our show. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with Design Dilemma coming up next.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey-Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. Visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes. Today we're in beautiful Thompson, Georgia, in a neighborhood called Bordeaux. Most of the homes in this neighborhood here are well below $200,000. If you're thinking about getting a new home, if you're downsizing, or if you're just starting off in life and want something nice, we're one of the original 210 warranty builders in the Augusta area. We're VA, FHA, USDA certified also. So please come on out to Bordeaux. I'll see you out here in the neighborhood. Thank you.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Come on, let's make this moment shine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
Design Dilemma brought to you by Stephanie Richardson of DNS Painting. Thank you for writing in to Mike@signaturemike.com. I always love hearing from you. Let's dive right on in. Cynthia from Augusta wrote in, I so enjoy watching your show. Thank you, Cynthia. Could you please give me advice on how to decorate or accent my living room? And Cynthia sent in 4 pictures. So let's start and discuss what she has here. I love that your drapery, I love that you have your drapery here and on the end here, because a lot of times if you do 4 panels, like another one there, another, it gets a little busy. This opens that wall up. It makes it feel a lot wider. So Cynthia, you're paying attention, and I appreciate it. That looks great. And then you have a focal piece of art here. It can always be a personal picture like you have of your family. That's really great. So that wall looks fantastic. I might say this looks a little busy, all the pictures under here. You obviously love your family and you want to be around them and all of that. I would say you might want to do some kind of a grouping on the wall. But let's look at the next picture and see if we have a place maybe we could put those. Love what you've done here. You've added something round on a rectangular space. We talk about that all the time. I love it. Cynthia, you know what you're doing. I love that you have the round there, and I like that then obviously it wasn't large enough, so you added these 2 pieces here. It's not busy. It's very clean, very elegant, looks great. You have some very comfortable seating. You obviously like to sit in here and watch TV. Let's go to the next picture. Let's see what we have. Okay. One of the main things I would say is your rug is probably a little too small. It's a great rug. You've coordinated it really, really well with its coloring, but you want that rug to group the furniture in the room, and that way things don't feel so spread out. I feel like it will unify things, make it feel a little stronger. So if you can get a little bit bigger rug, maybe come see me at Signature Interiors. Because you wrote in, I will take good care of you and give you a really good deal, I promise. But I just feel like the rug is a little too small. But you probably have a traffic flow. I tell you, I see probably why you did the rug size you did. You have traffic flow in front of the sofa right here. So because you have your kitchen, breakfast, dining back here in the back. But again, I still think it's important maybe to have a larger rug in there. One more photo we have. There we go. We have a lot of pictures again. I would say I would take all of the pictures that you have under your TV and maybe on your fireplace. You know, we talk a lot that the fireplace is the focal point of the room. This gets a little busy, I think. You have a lot of little stuff. But maybe group these pictures together on the wall. Maybe on this wall here behind the lamp. Maybe on each side. Maybe you could do a grouping to the right and to the left. You want them kind of tight because you want them to make a bigger statement. You don't want all these little postage stamps all over the place. But that just looks a little busy. So the only things I can recommend, I feel like you know what you're doing. I would say just get a larger rug to ground your furniture, your seating, and then group your pictures together on the wall to the left and right of the fireplace. That's what I would say. Maybe leave room to add new pictures. I'm sure if you have little youngsters in your family, they don't want to see all the baby pictures. They want to see themselves growing up with their friends. But anyway, Cynthia, thank you for writing in. Mary in Aiken, my son purchased this house in Virginia, and he needs some guidance on adding curb appeal to his home. I told him you had a great TV show where you help people with their homes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So we're in Virginia. I used to live up in that part of the country. Yes, I'll tell you what the problem is here. There's a lot of concrete. It's a lot of hardscape, and we need to soften this. One thing that can help us is you do have a nice porch here, so that's definitely a place where you can add some containers to add some greenery, some florals, some kind of life there. Maybe even add some pots between the garage doors, maybe here, but you need some large containers. And you need to get some height, so maybe in the center of these containers, do some of those taller evergreens, and then maybe some flowers pouring out over the containers. I feel the house could use some shutters. That would give that a little life, because right now I see a lot of flat. It's very, very flat. If you add some shutters, it'll give some dimension. Pull some containers out. I don't know if you want to add some seating or something, maybe a little table, something out here on this porch. But again, because of all of this asphalt, all of this concrete, it's just a little hard. So we want to soften that house a little bit more. That's what I would recommend. Angel in Lincolnton, this transom window has had me stumped since we moved into this home a few years ago. Do you have any ideas how to make it work? Yes, that is an odd window. You are in luck because you have this window here at the front of the house, and you have drapery here, and you're taking advantage of the height. So that looks really, really great. That is an odd window. I can see your dilemma, but I can see you've invested some money in a little shade there. That's not really deterring the eye from going right to that window. What I would suggest, I would get a large piece of art because I see you have a console here, so maybe there is a mirror above. You could do that there. I would do a large piece of art that would totally cover that window. You don't need the window because, again, you have the window here. I would get a large piece of art. The one thing about that, though, as the sun is up, it will come through that art and look a little odd. So you want to get some, go to a drapery hardware or a drapery store, get some blackout drapery lining and staple to the back of your picture. then no light can penetrate through. I've done that little trick before as well. But I would get a large piece of art and hang it over that window so that you don't see it at all, because there's not much you can do. There's really no window treatment you can do that's not just going to make that look odd. It's an odd window. I don't know why anybody would build something like that, but they did. So this is our design dilemma, and hopefully I've helped you solve it. So thank you for writing into Signature Mike to mike@signaturemike.com, and always check out our YouTube channel to watch other design dilemmas, because I know so many times other people at home have these same dilemmas. So we'll be right back with my guest for the day.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fierce Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Today on the Signature Mike Show, women rule, right?
Yes.
They do.
Always.
Y'all, what a great conversation we had to empower young women, mature women. I mean, again, it's never too late to do something. It's never too early either. No. Never too early or too late. Just go ahead and jump in. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Nope. I think that was one of the biggest lessons I learned.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in my life, I've done things where, oh my gosh, it's not a good time for, but here's the opportunity, so I've got to do it.
Yeah.
And I've done it. Oh my gosh.
And do it scared.
Do it. I've always been scared.
I'm always scared.
What about you, Lynn? Are you scared when you start a broom?
No.
Is that like a blank canvas, like an artist?
I'm going to tell you that it has been a joy in my older life to take up art, something I didn't even know I had in me.
Wow.
And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's
I love it. We'll have you back in a week. Thank you for all of that. Yes. Check out our YouTube channel, Signature Mike. And we will see you next time on the Signature Mike Show. Have a wild day.
All right.